Hello, 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 beautiful alchemists. Kelgunta here with your weekly update for the 17th of May 2021, and it's going to be all 13 signs sidereal astrology. What does that mean? Basically, it means that we look to the astronomy in the sky and then we contribute archetypal energy to what we see in the sky and how that may help us shift our perspective or amplify what it is that we're feeling and doing here on planet Earth. So that's 13. That's the way I use 13 sign sidereal astrology, and I call that soul service astrology. The astrology is in service to your soul, and you're in service to your soul, and your soul is in service to you, vice versa. So if we have not met, and this is the first time you're catching me, either on the replay or the live, please say hello, hashtag replay. If you've got any questions, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know your sun sign, whether you know it's sidereal or tropical, that's totally fine. I just like starting the conversation around people's sun signs. So I am an astrologer and a spiritual mentor. I use astrology as the instrument to help you attune to your intuition, to help you shift fear, doubt, confusion, overwhelm to freedom and peace of mind, or a mind of peace, however you want to perceive it. And I also can teach you astrology. That's my course, Soul Service Astrology. So what's happening this week? Let's have a look. So there is a lot of energy in Taurus. So I mentioned that last week. We have the final stellium of the year happening in Taurus at the moment. So that's important to know. So there must be some work here to do. And interestingly, I've looked at all the aspects that are forming this week, and all of them are forming with something in Taurus. So what is Taurus? The archetype of Taurus is the architect. Basically, Taurus takes resources here on Earth, in this Earth plane, including the resources that we have within ourselves and our body, and starts to craft them in an aligned way. So this is light aspect Taurus, in an aligned way, grateful for what it already has. Perhaps it needs to call on more resources. However, it will always be aligned with their values in an aligned way to build something beautiful, to construct something beautiful this lifetime. So it's a lifetime construction. I'm not just talking about building one building or one business or one career or one family or one relationship. I'm talking this is over a lifetime. So that's the energy of Taurus. So this idea of the architect, we are the architect of our life, and we can use the energy that the planets can offer us to shift our perspective, to co-create. And then we can also use our physical body, our mind, and nature, the earth, to co-create what it is that we feel called in our heart. So it's this inner, so Taurus is this inner realm as well, being fed by the heavens to create something material. So Taurus is material, earthed, grounded here this lifetime. Okay, so today Pluto in Sagittarius is trine the sun in Taurus, and the information that I received about this aspect is essentially, if you think you have a block to something, that is the block. You thinking you have a block is the block. There are no blocks. So the thought that I have a block to either receiving more money, or the thought that I have a block to receiving more clients, is just that. It's a thought. You are creating the block with that thought. So switch the thought. I receive and sign clients with ease and grace. I receive and hold money with ease and grace. So the aspect is a trine. So this is easy. There is a flow here. You can shift this belief quickly if you need to. And that's what came through for me this morning. So today, feel into that energy. What thought am I putting up as the block to receiving abundance? because of course clients coming in and money coming in is abundance. And it could be any other kind of abundance. It could be health abundance. It could be connection abundance. It could be food, vegetables in your garden abundance. It could be an abundance depending on the environment that you're living in. So it's not just clients and wealth, of course. So there are no blocks is today's message. Okay, so then moving on to tomorrow, the 18th, the North Node is conjunct Venus, again, in Taurus. Now, the North Node I don't tend to mention too much. However, when we do have a conjunction with Venus, I will, of course, talk about it because it's quite important. So the North Node it's not a physical thing. It's a point where the moon has an orbit around the Earth and the sun has an orbit around the Earth. And where those two intersect is called the North Node. And we also have a South Node. So the North Node tomorrow is conjunct Venus. The North Node is our mission. It is what we, on a spirit level and an infinite consciousness level, feel called. There's like these little whispers to go and do. With it conjunct Venus in Taurus, there's this call for us to merge our self-love and to really listen. To listen what's coming through the body, what is the body informing us on how to bring our mission and to bring that architect into our mission and to start building it this lifetime. So it might be through collaboration and merging with people that you've never worked with before, or forming relationships with people that you've never formed relationships with before. And I'm not just talking about romantic. When I talk about Venus in Taurus, it's not necessarily just romantic connections. They have to be aligned with your values. So your values here is the barometer. Your values here is what will say yes or no, this way or that way. So when you're the architect of your mission this lifetime, your spirit-led mission this lifetime, the values are your barometer. So you use that, and you can use that for probably the next couple of days to determine, okay, so does that connection, does that collaboration, does that fit in with where I'm going in relation to my mission? Then the next significant aspect is, so that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 20th. Saturn is trine Venus. And this is an earth trine. And in sidereal astrology, the 13 sign sidereal astrology, this is more important because all the signs are not even like in tropical astrology. So to get an earth trine, it doesn't happen that often. So we have Saturn in Capricorn, the leader, leading. So this is the leader archetype in you. And it's trine Venus in Taurus, what I just spoke about. So that self-fulfilled, self-loving architect with values, how do they lead? And this is a trine, so this should be easy for you to start to go, oh, right, they're my values. Yes, okay, yes, I do feel like I'm in love with myself. I do feel like I am honoring my self-esteem and I'm not leaking energy by using other people around me to fill me up, to tell me I'm the leader. I start to tell myself I'm the leader first. So it's similar to what I said last week, where we can forgive ourselves first, and then that ripples out to everyone starting to forgive, and we stop fighting each other, and we stop fighting ourselves first. So we love ourselves first and see ourselves as the leader first, and then that's what will be reflected in the outer world. So you can use that archetypal energy this week to explore what it means to you to be the leader, and how you show up as the leader, and how you love yourself as the leader, and what values does your leader have, and how does your leader show up in the world? Because in Capricorn, the leader is very much in the world, And Venus in Taurus is very much here in this earth plane. It's not hidden. Okay, so we are creating, we are building this mission. We are a leader of our mission. We have certain aligned values to construct this beautiful life that we are desiring to live. So you're allowed to tap into your desires as well to feed this. And then Friday, so that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Friday, Saturday, there's two little challenging aspects that pop up. Now, again, it is very much linked to Taurus. So the beginning of the week is really quite positive. You start to feel that expansion. You start to shift thoughts about, oh, I have a block to do this. I have a block to start fulfilling my mission. I have a block to creating the relationships that I need to create these relationships, right? In waltzes doubt. In waltzes the mind. It's a check. This is a checkpoint. So with Jupiter in Aquarius square your sun, it's attempting to get you to expand and to really shine bright. But of course, you're going to have these little thoughts that might come in and go, but is this safe? Is it really this safe to shine this bright, be the leader that I am, and create this mission in the world? So on Friday and Saturday, be attuned and monitor your thoughts. What are you telling yourself? Because of course, this is all Taurus. So what's going on in our body? What's going on in our mind? What are you telling yourself that you can start to, with the help of Pluto, destroy? You're going to destroy any belief that is holding you back from expanding and shining. And the fear might come along with not a feeling of not feeling safe. So you sit with that feeling and you ask, what is underneath that feeling of not feeling safe? And listen to your body, because there's a lot of Taurus energy around. So I'd encourage you to meditate, then ask your question, where do I not feel safe? And listen, feel, hear, or simply know the response. So that's starting you to tune into your intuition a little bit more. And then on Saturday, we have Neptune squaring Mercury. So again, it's where we're attempting to communicate our spirit selves by moving more into our mission this lifetime, our spirit-led mission, our value-backed mission, by being the leader that we want to be, not the leaders that we see in the world, not the leaders that are modeling us now in a colonialized and capitalized state, the leader you feel in your heart that you're called to be in the mission that you desire to lead. This is spirit-led. So you're expanding into that spirit-led vision. There is a mystic behind that. That's you. And it can be sometimes a little bit rattling and scary to start voicing that I'm spiritual. It's taken me a long time to say I'm a spiritual mentor, and to say that face to face to someone, say I'm a spiritual mentor, and to keep talking about it and saying, yes, there is this other element that we have stopped talking about, and that is spirit. We have stopped talking about our spirit. We have stopped saying I am a spiritual being. And it can sometimes start feeling scary if you're going, yes, I'm on, this is what I'm creating, this is the business I'm creating, or the career I'm creating, or this is the home life I'm creating, and it is led by spirit-backed values and my spirit-backed leader. So where is the fear around communicating your spirituality? That might come up. So the two fears that might come up this week are, where are you not feeling safe? And where am I feeling held back communicating my spirituality? So you meditate, and then you ask those questions, and you allow your body in particular, because we're talking Taurus, to feed back to you. But of course it can come through what you see, what you hear, or what you simply know. And then at the end of the week, Saturn goes retrograde. So we currently have we currently have Pluto retrograde. So again, we're going through and we're destroying the thoughts that we believe is holding us back. With Saturn going retrograde in Capricorn, we're going back over what it is for us to step into our mastery, what it is for us to step into our leader. Now, over the last couple of months, we may have tried some things. We may have stood up on our podium and we may have been the leader in our life and the leader in our business. Do a review. So it's review time. You might have some systems in place. You might have some core methodologies. What worked, what didn't, what's going to stay, what's going to go. So that's what you do with a Saturn retrograde. So it's a long retrograde. Now, you may also be, your intuition may pick up on things that you were blind to before. So again, this is a period of review. We're starting to slowly step into a period of review. Pluto's retrograde, Saturn's retrograde, and the end of next week, towards the end, yes, it's the end of next week, Mercury's going to go retrograde. So you can start to see we're moving into a period where you get to rest, review, replenish, recalibrate, rejuvenate. And you're allowed this space. You're allowed this space. You're allowed to feel self-love in the body. You're allowed to feel like the leader. You're allowed to have a spirit-backed mission led by your spirit-led values this lifetime. And you're allowed to take time out and find space to review and rest and replenish so that as we progress towards the back end of the year, you're ready to step up and shine as the leader that you are. So that is the stars this week. If you are interested in working with me, there are a number of different ways. I can do a birth chart evaluation. That's a one-on-one session. Soul Service Astrology will commence enrolling next month. If you are interested in joining me for Soul Service Astrology, which is either a 6-month program or a 12-month program, send me a message and we can chat about that. I have a very special pre-launch special going on, a very special pre-launch special. Alternatively, you can just simply come and follow me in my Facebook group, Sidereal Stars. Every single day, I put more information about the aspects that I've been talking about, and I put journal prompts in there as well. Each month, I also go live at least twice a month on the moons to give you a little bit more information and or a practice that you can use and you potentially could start to integrate into your day-to-day. So that's how you can work with me, and you can find all that information either on my website, kellygunter.com, or at the link in my bio. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you very soon.